Hello, everybody. What is up? I didn't change my shirt because I was wearing this for a reaction, and I figured, why not just wear this? But everything should be set up. This should not be at that. I have to put this at a 12. Let me hack away from the mic. Okay. How is everybody doing? Let me find the comments. Hello, everybody. Everybody, right off the bat, I wanted to show you. We were talking 2 live streams ago, I believe, about how Arizona iced tea has become something you don't really see as often anymore, at least around where I am. I see it, but I feel like when I was younger, it was everywhere. And then I went to the liquor store, and there was a giant display of these right in the very front. As soon as I walked in, you couldn't miss it. You had to walk right into it. Gigantic 22-ounce Arizona iced tea, hard, and it's green tea, ginseng, and honey. It's my favorite flavor. Green tea with ginseng and honey is my favorite flavor. They had raspberry, they had regular flavor, but I was like, I have to buy one for the show because, 1, I want to drink, and 2, I can't believe they had it, and we were just talking about Arizona. I have 218.57. 218.57, 144p, can't read. 218.57. 218.57. You are almost right, my friend. But let's say hi to everybody. We got Vero G, clever name I made, Bidet Family, Pizza, Clouds, and Happiness from Ninja Master. But let's say hi to everybody. I'm just happy to see Ninja is immediately in the chat. We have everyone here. I mean, we're already a fourth of the way to 50 likes. We have an hour and 18 minutes. I looked it up specifically. From this point, we have an hour and 18 minutes. So we gotta crack down. I'm gonna do my like right now. I already did my other account. I'm gonna sign on. I usually do it like this because the time in between gives it a nice pause. So when I sign on, I use this account to view to make sure everything is running smoothly. So there is my final secondary like. So everybody, we're almost halfway there. We're about a third of the way there now. So, Star, aka Leading Blind, clever name I made previously, Ninja Master, Vero G, Colvin, Amelia. We have Jack McGloin. Jack McGloin. Have I talked to you before? Because I feel like I know a Jack McGloin, but I don't feel like it was YouTube, but it could be YouTube or Patreon. Let me know, Jack, if I know you. If not, you're getting a shot, because not only do new people get shots, but I'm half Irish, and I feel like that is an Irish / possibly Scottish name, and the odds of you being a drinker may go up slightly, if that isn't horrible for me to say. But I'm Irish, so I can't be insulting myself. I think that's a great thing if you're a drinker. The Chimicky Paro. And I think that's it. All I had left was the Chimicky Paro, and I said that 5-hour thing. Had I known, Chimicky Paro, you got your own little shout out because you were the only one I left out, but you were at the top. So, everybody, I've had a very long day. I got up at 8 a.m., which is about normal, but I watched the stock market for 2 hours. I've been doing a lot of stock market I wouldn't call it investigating, but in educating myself, let's say. I've done the stock market in the past. It's never done bad for me, but I've never really fully dove in. And I figured now that I have all this free time because of being at home with my dad and everything, now is a good time, instead of watching the news and seeing all the horrible things in the world constantly and being depressed, I was like, let me learn stocks or educate myself more so on the subject. But I was doing that all morning. I opened a retirement fund and all this good stuff, which I think I told you guys before. So I've been like playing around with that. But then I had to do like 5 hours of reactions. I had to run and do a bunch of errands. I had to come back. I had to go take care of the arcade. I had to come back, do this. I've been running around like a lunatic. So I am looking forward to drinking. So I will read the comments in a second. But like I said, we are going to finish episode 100. We have an hour and 15 minutes, or hour and 18 minutes exactly. If we hit 50 likes, we'll jump into the next 30. However, I did see that the next episode has about 50 minutes for the live stream at the back half, and the front half is like 2.5 hours. So, regardless if we hit the 50 likes or not, We are going to take 30 minutes from the front half and add it to the back half. I'm just letting you guys know up front because I don't want to do a 50-minute live stream next week. That's not fun. We have to have at least an hour, especially, I mean, if the episode in total just worked out that way, I would be like, all right, whatever. But 2.5 hours in the front part is way too much. We have the Patreon hour. Even if we do 30 minutes with the 50 likes, that'll still leave almost an hour for YouTube. And that's if we hit 50 likes. So whether we hit it or not, we're taking the 30 minutes, we're throwing it, and we'll have the same amount of time as this. We'll have about an hour and 20 minutes next week. We have an hour and 18 minutes here. So I'm just letting everyone know up front. That way, in case people are like, oh my God, next week's live stream is going to be like non-existent. That would have been the shortest we ever did. I don't think any have been under an hour. There was like one that was like an hour and 5 minutes, one that was like an hour and 2 minutes. But that is to explain that. Pizza Land is crazy as usual. Ninja, let's while you're here and present, let's hit the radiators. Did Jack come back? Jack McGloin, let me know if I've met you before, or just say hi and say you're new if you are. And we'll do a shot for Jack. I don't know if Jack is still here. But in the meantime, everyone get your radiators ready. We're going to have a little fun here. And then we'll jump in. I'm going to crack that Arizona and I'm going to drink that regardless. But we'll incorporate a shot or two if need be. I see Colvin's part of it. Clever's on top of it. Has anybody, while we're doing this, I'm just out of curiosity, I see Colvin is Shane. Shane is usually one to partake. Whoever else partakes, feel free to light up the emojis with puff puff pass and I'll know that you are. I mean, you don't have to be. You could also drink. You could throw a bunch of cheers as glasses and whiskeys, and you could even throw some milk up there if you're a milk drinker, and we're doing shots. Because the other day, I reacted to a movie, and I did nothing but shots of amaretto cream and pumpkin spice liqueur. And I was doing little shots, and I did a bunch of them, because that shit is weak. I'm not kidding. I might have done like 20 shots on stream during a movie. Like one movie, I might have done 20 shots. But liqueur is usually like 25, 30 proof. It's like one shot of liqueur is like 3 shots or 4 shots of whiskey, give or take. Radiators, everybody unite, and then we're going to jump in because it's almost 6 o'clock. Glorious. Glorious, glorious, glorious. All right, put this over here. Actually, let me put it over here. Probably air out better if I put it near the window. All right, we got that. Also, just a little tidbit of information for you guys because we're going to start in 2 minutes, but this is the last of what I have as far as marijuana. So, I told my sister, I'm like, now that the holidays are over and everything, I'm thinking of stopping till St. Patrick's Day. I like to phase in and out of things to get your body back to normal, sort of a detox, so to speak. So, being as I started drinking again, I got down to the weight I want to be, and I'm maintaining that. I'm still working out every morning and stuff, so I'm back to normal workout Jay, and I feel good. So now that I've fasted, no more fasting, and I'm drinking again, I can't have too many vices. So I think I'm going to not get new stuff. Like when I run out of this, I'm going to be done. I might have enough to last me to the next live stream. We'll see. But if not, I'm going to do like a 2 month or a month and a half or 3/4 break. And then around St. Patrick's Day, start back up again. And then drink my ass off on St. Patrick's Day. And then probably quit drinking until summer kicks in. Just so you guys are on the same page as me. So I'm going to go through a little lack of smoke hiatus and then a little lack of drink hiatus on and off. How do you spell it? Liqueur? I think that's liqueur. That kind of looks right, but not. I think there's one too many U's. I think there's too many U's, but it's close. I think you got to just take a U away. On my way home, I was going to say, I haven't seen any moderators yet, but there's Michael. Just cigarettes, but the Chimichurri is helping light up with us, but not. I mean, cigarettes is, well, I was going to say it's legal, but I mean, so is what we do now, I guess. It's all what you like to do. What's your workout? Bob, I got to feed my dog. Oh, Amelia's BRB, got to feed my I thought literally read it as Bob, got to feed my dog. I'm like, who's Bob? Clever. My workout consists of this now. I went from weightlifting. I don't want to risk at my old age of 42 destroying my ligaments and tendons again because that's what happened back in the day. So now what I do is every morning this is my routine. I do 30 sets of push-ups, 30 sets of hammer curls, like 30 sets, not 30 sets. 30, let me speak English. 10 sets of 30 push-ups, 10 sets of 30 hammer curls, 10 sets of 30 overhead presses. Then I do 10 sets of lateral raises in front, like shoulder raises. And then I do 10 sets of dips. So I do 5 exercises, 10 sets of each, 30 reps each. It sounds like a lot. It takes me like 2.5 hours, but I do it every morning. And I've never felt better, and I haven't been pulling muscles or anything. And I am getting like more and more cut by the second. And I don't have to fast anymore. Instead, I have to eat crazy amounts of food because with the workouts I'm doing, I'm trying to pack on muscle now. Me and Michael were talking about it, how I was going to shred down to nothing. I was down to almost 150 pounds from 230 or 220. And now I'm going to try to put 20 or 30 pounds of muscle on, keeping the same routine and just eating nothing but protein and see what happens. I'm just playing around with myself. Okay, Patrick Bateman. I'm in France. Marijuana is not legal. I'm way too sensitive to that. So, blah, blah. Chimicky Barrow. I think I've said this to people before, but when I smoked weed the first time, I got so messed up and paranoid and traumatized. I was like, this is not for me. I'll never do it again. And then I dated a girl who did it all the time. And I was like, let me give this another shot. And as I started doing it more and more, I got more and more comfortable. And now it's like more comfortable to me than drinking. But had I not had that girlfriend, I probably would have never did it because I never saw the point of forcing myself to do something that I wasn't into just to see if I would get over it kind of thing. Except I dated a girl that did it all the time and I'm like, this isn't fun. She's high all the time and I'm over here like, bop, 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 bop. So it ended up working out. Rob Williamson, OJ, I failed to ask last week, how was the Mean Girls event? Rob, we never ended up going because it was like a day or two after my dad got back from the hospital for the 5th time and we had to cancel it. So we literally got him back from the hospital and I was like, should we still go? What if, God forbid, something happens while we're both at the movies? And like, you know, one of us is always home watching dad. So I was like, especially since everything has just happened and it's been the 5th time in the last like 2 months he's gone. I was like, let's be like, you know, not that we're not responsible, but let's like cancel our movie. So we've not seen it. We're going to reschedule. We were talking about it the other day. We were like, should we go this Wednesday that just passed? And we were like, let's just wait another week. So we're probably going to go this upcoming week. Our schedules have to align and, you know, with dad, things are crazy. Made it back in time for the kickoff. But yes, that's what happened with that, Rob. First time I smoked weed, they wanted to go play basketball. The most bullshit I've ever heard in my life. I was at a outdoor barbecue and it was another girlfriend, a different girlfriend, not the same one that smoked weed all the time. It was a different girlfriend that occasionally did. And I was like, let me try. And that was the first time I ever did. And it was like 50, 60 people at an outdoor barbecue. And I don't remember any of it after that moment. And people said I was like hugging trees and like fighting invisible men and stuff. I don't even know. The dude is here. Everyone pray. Oh, did you watch the Level Up episode? Bidet. Did you watch the Level Up episode? Are we talking last week? We watched that, right? When these people leveled up? If that's what you're talking about, then we did. I don't remember. I know they did. I don't think we watched it, though. But I'm going to open this kombucha. By the way, the dude, I hope you're doing Better. I know you were sick the last time we spoke. And Percy Jackson is almost over. Tuesday is the finale, and I'm loving it, but it's almost done. You all are very sweet. The dude abides, or we all abide. I'm opening this in case you didn't see, dude. There is a brand new Arizona green tea with ginseng and honey, hard iced tea. It's so hard to open. My God, they didn't give you any room for grabbing the tab. All right, we're 5 minutes late. Let's get going. You know, I'm going to get fired over here. My boss is going to come in and be like, dude, you have a stream to run, and they're going to throw me out. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
As you guys approach.
As you guys approach. Oh, did I not mute it? Oh, I muted it. Okay.
To Rumble Cusp. You can see this kind of faint mist that still kind of
Who turned off my subtitles?
Outer jungle vicinity. Between that and the strange winding switchback mountain range that lead to that giant
subtitles.
has a very almost dreamlike quality in this kind of still morning phase of the day. Eventually you push up into the main inlet, and you don't know if you can get much closer.
Get out of here.
Getting your ship into some serious trouble. You can look beneath the water and see there are sandbanks that kind of wind out beyond the beach that look almost like these kind of white tendrils beneath the ocean. And
I've been chilling and playing a fuck ton of Baldur's Gate 3. Probably put in another 300 hours. Jay, do you watch? I don't know what that is.
Make perception check.
Hell of a Boss? I've never even heard of it. Hell of a Boss? I've never heard of it. But it sounds like a hell of a good time.
You do not see any boats.
We do not see any boats.
Anyone on the beaches?
I gotta move this because it's in my way. Everything is in disarray.
We're the first ones here?
Traveler! Are you here yet?
Isn't it in like a couple days? No one has shown up yet?
Traveler!
Traveler!
You don't want to be early.
The Traveler. All right. Jay, organize. All right, so we're going to try it. Here we go. Arizona for the first time. Our Arizona iced tea.
You have roughly a week.
Artagon. All right, let's see.
I'll look at this specific.
Great, no, that's good. We can set up bathrooms and things.
Some tents.
Yeah, we have a pic of the Firefest tent.
Honestly, it's dangerously not strong. You could taste the alcohol. It tastes like Arizona green tea with honey and ginseng, but like with a slight hint of something else. But it's very good. I'm going to put it in my, is it Friday yet, cup.
Gunpowder? Are you going to make fluffernutters?
I'm going to make fluffernutters all day.
And this is up to the mistress of ceremonies.
Well, I personally think we should
So we're going to put it in our glass.
because I'm pretty sure
I'm curious to try it with my mixture of... Honestly, there's no carbonation at all. So I'm going to put some kombucha in, because kombucha is overly carbonated. And we're going to make a little beverage.
yeah.
We could run it.
That might be the perfect mixture. It's slightly carbonated now, and this is
And there's no way inside of those, right?
raspberry lemonade,
You can get as close
which
as
is
you
quite
can,
delicious
but
as well.
it'll be probably about 100 and
We could try and run
Best of luck, Vera G. Where's Vera G? I took a break, but I'm finally at Act 3.
We should just leave our shit on the boat.
what would we
Whizzle Pop. What was Hell of a Boss?
Anything valuable.
It's a show on YouTube with 18 shorter episodes, and it's up your alley, but it is 18 plus.
So we don't need the cannon.
It's a show on YouTube with 18 shorter episodes. I feel like I might have seen it, maybe, possibly.
Right. I mean, I think they all come with
you
us.
see Mary Slick raising his head, and Orly goes,
All right. Let's prepare to.
Sorry. I have been very congested, let's say, but I've also been smoking all day, so that's probably why.
Currently only one.
I have to rip my headset off and hack off the mic. Should we do a shot? Is anyone new in the chat? Anybody new in the chat? Say, Jay,
There won't be any
I'm new.
to shore, which means
Please get wildly drunk on my behalf. We're also going to hit the radiators again. I'll give everybody a minute to catch up. Jay's running at 500 miles an hour.
So maybe
Ninja, are we still available for hitting the radiators a second time?
we'll go back and bring the other 4 crew members.
Very well, Captain. No worries. Bring it around, everybody.
dependable as fuck.
It will become exceedingly obvious when you need to use, but I won't say anything beyond that.
Slowly, you make your way to shore.
Talking about.
Not an intense process at all. 2 trips back.
My apologies.
Under 20 or so minutes. You have everybody on the beaches. The beaches
By the way, because 143 episodes, you're almost 69% way through the entire campaign. Almost, we're approaching 3/4 of the way.
Shouting into the trees. Traveler! Are you here? Hello, we're here.
make perception
We're almost halfway to 50 likes. Also, 5 more, and we're halfway with an hour and 15 minutes left. 11.
11.
Daniel O'Day. Me. Bidet all. All right, Daniel O'Day. Random beverage related comment. If anyone ever sees the On the Rocks Mai Tai, avoid at all costs. My boyfriend and I got one to try, and it was vile. Not a good pre-mixed cocktail option. Interesting. On the Rocks Mai Tai.
We should
I feel like I may know what you're talking about.
find a place for people to congregate. We need a place for you to hold your ceremony.
That was advice from the great Rob Williamson.
We need to scout the island.
We need to scout the island.
Understand the lay of the
Rob Williamson. Isn't there, I know it's not the same, but isn't there like a singer
This is your
that has a name similar to that? Like a famous younger singer, like younger than me. Not an old dying man. Daniel O'Day, you get a shot. That's what I was going to say before. Because you just came in screaming me and bidet all, and I thought that was glorious. So here we go. Daniel O'Day. We're going to do a little weenie shot. It's a weenie shot. Even though that's probably like an ounce or more.
Go around the perimeter of the
We're going to do a weenie shot just because I don't want to get too lit up until we get into this. So cheers to you all. Happy Friday. It is Friday yet on the mug. It says so. And to Daniel O'Day and to all of you for joining on this 100th episode live stream. 100 episodes, everybody. We've done 100 episodes. Cheers.
They talk at the Enchanted Tiki Room.
Probably wouldn't make the plant then. I'd probably make the bird like I intended.
The Enchanted Tiki Room.
They croon.
All right, so Bird of Paradise. Fair enough. Easy enough.
Beautifully
All the birds sing words and the flowers bloom in the Tiki Room. Shane Barron.
Sorry, I had. Wow, that was a middle school flashback.
I heard whistling like they were.
That's my bad.
I heard whistling like they were whistling the
You complete that. You're
Tiki birds. I don't know if I'm just being overzealous.
so from
Tiki, I'm not kidding you. If my brother's in the line, Ray, are you here hiding somewhere listening? Ray was sick last week and in the background as well. Ray could tell you the Tiki Room, one of our favorite Disney attractions of all time. We have videos of us as little kids. I gotta get them
perception check.
changed over, converted. I gotta get our home videos converted. Me and Ray have hours of home videos of us in Disney World when I was like 5, 6 years old.
All right.
And I am wild about the Tiki Room. You'll see Jay at like the age of 6, 8, and I think 12. Always at the Tiki Room.
Even when Beauregard loses, she wins.
Even when Bo loses, she wins.
Spend time doing a bit of
I
primitive
think-
around the vicinity.
I think
Touches your eye. There's
Stolus?
the
Stolus?
sands here seem
I don't know if I'm...
hot now.
Hi, the one that they just put on Prime. I saw the first one that's on the page, but forgot the name.
It is a hot
I think we're talking about others. I don't think I've asked, but have you played Baldur's Gate 3? I have seen videos. I've watched those dudes. I always forget the name. The Barbarians? Something Barbarians you guys have showed me. I've watched videos and stuff. I went down a rabbit hole of crazy glitches and stuff in Baldur's Gate. I've never played it, though.
time from the control wire.
Is my ritual complete yet?
Your ritual takes a minute to cast, so it's super quick.
Oh, well, I did as a ritual, so
Oh, okay, so
It's a 10
minutes. Okay. Wait, can it be done?
And at
statues, let's all
36, I think 36 is the hour mark.
As you kind of do your little sketches.
38.
yourself as everyone kind of wanders
38.
behind their-
So at 38,
you
we're going to hit the radiators again, and we're going to do another shot, just so everyone knows. 2:38 on the clock
feel the
is the magic hour.
and kind of leaning in over one of you goes,
I don't know if anybody ever watches Red Zone, but that's what he calls it. The final hour of the games is the magic hour.
Sits down on the Santa
It's
Claus.
when things get crazy.
Do you have a place picked out for us?
We're here, aren't we? What's your first question?
That's already a question. Yeah, we have to word them
Dangerous
right.
On the island?
What island would it be if there wasn't anything dangerous on it? Of course there is.
Cool.
I feel like we're wasting questions.
Third question. Yes or no? Am I still your favorite?
Very yes. Always yes.
I mean, I wouldn't call that a wasted question, but I would have bet all my money that yes was the answer.
I know. It tried to kill
We
us.
should, but also that's an insane thing to suggest. I'm addicted to Has Been Hotel, listening to the songs for the last hour or so on loop. Has Been Hotel. I don't know what that is.
Sorry, you're my favorite, but I have others that are requesting my presence. I have to run. Take care. Be safe. Time's quick. I'll be back soon.
I mean, we kind of got a whole lot of nothing done there, but it's always good talking.
Oh, that, but you can poop. It's okay.
You can poop. Go poop.
Vanishes into the wind.
That clown bitch song by the Twins is my favorite so far. Well, it's the one that's stuck in my head. I don't know which song that is. Was it in the last? There is some crazy song-related things. Robbie Williams. That's what I'm thinking of. Thank you, my friend. Robbie Williams. Yeah, whenever I see her name, I'm like, I feel like that is very close to somebody famous, but I'm not like very into singers and music.
19.
19. Okay.
First
Now,
time ever.
no, actually, probably said a couple
second.
girls recently. There you go. Second.
Worst time ever.
Second time's a charm. No, that isn't. Anyway, beyond the mist, the trees here are extremely tall. The canopies are 100 or more feet up. The jungle trees themselves, their trunks are thick and very, very, very alive and tall. Not peering into it.
It's a sister show of Hell of a Boss. I think it's the pre-generator. That's kind of what I was thinking based on what I was like reading. I'm like, that sounds like it's connected.
Some of them kind of pushing up and causing these
Pretty sure it was the last one. It was the Fizz and
best access to sustenance
Mammon episode.
much larger than all the surrounding elements. You do see, however, a clearing a little further in, not quite at the base of the massive central volcano of Rumblecusp, where it gets its name, but kind of on the path to that on the southern side of the mountain.
And we're currently on the eastern side of the mountain?
On the southeastern side.
All right.
Okay, so after experiencing that for a while, I come out of it and I find Jester and relate it all to you.
Did you want him to see what the
Oops,
clearing's about?
I hit the mouse.
Or just
I
notice
thought you were done. Of course I do.
No.
Yeah, once 30 or 40 minutes just watch.
Yeah, so it's not a clearing as in like, it's just open land. You can just see part where the canopy just kind of falls away, except for a couple of little tufts of treetop there. As Frumpkin kind of swoops in, the lingering mist gives way as he gets closer and closer, and where the mist begins to part, there in this...
That's what I'm wondering. Is he gonna grab him, like snatch him?
There is a village.
Ooh.
There are...
I didn't think it was gonna happen, but I was like, how funny it would be if he just gets snatched.
Up into the tree canopies themselves. You can see networks of ropes and other long pulleys and cords that are bound between
Awesome. So there is...
and there are buildings held aloft in them with bridges connecting. You can see elements of it that look like driftwood, elements like they were carved from local trees, elements like pieces of ships.
Look at Thousand.
And maybe at this
Hell of a Boss takes place in hell and is about different demons and evils and their complicated relationships navigating hell.
The tree, about maybe 50 or 60 feet off the ground, maybe a dozen or so humanoid figures kind of walking and traversing these bridges or within these small ramshackle buildings themselves.
We're at Endor. We managed to find a place where there is an entire civilization.
Fly in, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Watch we instigate like an entire war on this island.
It's an eclectic batch. You see a couple of kind of sun-tanned humans specifically. Both men, different ages. You can see one has a very long, kind of unkept beard. The other one looks.
Has-Been Hotel is about Lucifer, Morningstar's daughter, trying to create a safe place for sinners to earn redemption while in hell, I think.
Anyone wandering the menagerie
It sounds interesting. I'm into devils and demons in hell.
that are just been tattered and worn over.
Percy
time.
Jackson's got Hades right now.
Piecemealed with leathers and bits of dried palm frond. You can see another figure that appears to be elven, themselves also kind of sunburned to the point where it becomes kind of a tanned leathery texture. Their hair pulled back into a very, very kind of a wild ponytail that kind of puffs out the back of the head a bit and falls to almost mid-back. It's would have been black hair, but you can see some of it's going gray. And you can see another figure that appears to be full orc. Tall, but you know, relatively lithe for orc, who is.
I'm wondering what the
partially very
deal
rusted
is.
ringmail that part of it has fallen away and it's been attached with other leathers that look rough cut and probably.
And both shows are filed
locally.
to the filled to the brim with Broadway and former Disney teen star talent.
Crafting, building, tanning. Many of these figures are
Crafting, building, and tanning.
It's the garb, the weathered garb of the Menagerie Coast, augmented with what I would theorize.
Some of it
found
does.
here.
Some of it does. But what kind of clothing you would see there, as opposed to in the middle of an island in the middle of nowhere, is more the point. Some of it has kind of a Menagerie Coast vibe. Some of it has another individual. The elf that you see has something that would almost be kind of lower to middle class garb for the Empire. It all seems relatively sourceless, or at least scattershot from its source, which means a lot of it could have been scavenged. It's hard to tell.
And it's a low-key day. People are just going about their lives.
Yeah, it seems like they're just doing their daily routines. I'm wondering if as soon as they see us, like, all hell breaks loose. Like, they're like, oh my god, get them! And we all just die.
Up to the zenith of the volcano to try to see if there is anything to be seen inside. This will be my final task with Frumpkin. Is it just smoke billowing up from the center of the island?
Make a perception check for Frumpkin.
Yep.
Right in the ash.
Yeah. 8.
Okay.
Great.
Altitude. He's losing.
I mean, hey, at least we have the ability to send Frumpkin in and have him just come back when the day is done.
No, Frumpkin does not get close enough to incinerate, but Frumpkin does get close enough to notice that there is, at the very kind of point, and it is a point. There isn't a caldera that's visible. It looks like this island either hasn't erupted previously and is just a state of
A caldera, I'm assuming. I've never heard that word in my life. But I'm assuming a caldera is the volcano top when it's more like a blowing up eruption type shape.
An opening. There is a fissure of some kind where it is emerging from. But
a zit that needs to be popped.
That's what Frumpkin makes out.
Like, what movie am I thinking of? There was a movie where the side... I can't remember, but I was watching something where it bubbled out the side and blew a hole out the mountain. It was, like, so ridiculous, and it was, like, a true thing. It might be Mount Vesuvius? Was that Mount Vesuvius? Where it, like, built up so much heat and pressure, it blew out the side of the mountain. I can't remember. I saw it. It was like a documentary or something.
They are not probably not from here, but living here.
Like castaways?
Maybe so.
Like shipwreck survivors?
That's kind of what I was thinking. What if these are all shipwrecked? That's
dragon turtle attacks and they all make their
because it seems like such a variety of people.
What if he downs the ships and then he's like, here you guys, stay over here, this island is mine.
I wonder if they have like a self-help group or something. That could be very convenient.
We should
Self-help group.
I mean, we need to throw a party here, so...
Yeah, did you see a good
Yeah, the
place to
depressed
go?
part, the cavity thing. Okay, yeah, I didn't know. I don't know what to call it except called. What was it? A caldera? I've never heard it.
The volcano or the
pre-Traveler Con, the setup / staging arc.
The whole time we're talking.
It's
Perfect timing then. Carl Davis, what is up? Legend of Vox Machina, there was the rift in the Caldera.
Giant sign I'm painting Traveler Con to
I almost feel like it comes from the same word as cauldron, like a caldera, cauldron.
as a greeting, Taylor.
Okay. It'll take you a little while, but you begin the process of constructing that.
Yeah.
Make sure you
And
poke holes.
It was back in the early 90s. Dante's Peak, St. Helens did that. Mount St. Helens, I think that's what I'm thinking of. Blew out the side. I think that's what I'm thinking of. I think I'm thinking of Mount St. Helens.
sign is improved.
It was some sort of documentary or reenactment in a movie or something I saw. And I just remember it like literally it looked like a pop pimple. Like it bubbled out and you all of a sudden it was just like boom and it fired out the side. It couldn't have been, it actually possibly could have been real footage. Because I feel like people were from a distance recording it as it happened. So it might have been real footage.
The fire festival here. Maybe we need permission, or at least.
Oh, it's 2:38. I just realized we are a minute past. So everybody, is Ninja here? Is everyone good for 2:38? This is the 1 hour countdown. We are exactly halfway. One short. We're one like short of halfway. So everyone like and subscribe. We are almost halfway. It sounds like a bomb is about to drop outside my window if you don't hear that. That is a plane flying overhead, but it literally sounds like something dropping to my house.
Canopy was, even though it's maybe you're surmising anywhere from 5 to
The vile villains in Escape from the Bloodkeep also had a fight at the bottom of the caldera. Maybe I just didn't realize. Maybe when they were saying it, I didn't realize what they were talking about. I probably just thought it was a word because they make up and use fancy words all the time.
We saw shit.
Yeah. It was foggy day.
forgot how deep-
But cheers, we're going to have a, you know what? I'm going to fill this a little bit more. We're going to fill this up.
I think it was around
We're going to have a little swig
200,
and we're halfway. We have just officially hit halfway.
maybe 20 people.
We have a little under an hour left.
Give me a number.
Let's see if we could do it. 50 likes. It's very important we do, or else
20
all
to 200.
fails in our lives this week.
Depending on how many people don't die on the way here.
Yeah,
From the dragon turtle attacks.
What else?
The weather that was brewing off in one direction, that's not near us. And
I wonder if what they're saying, how accurate and how much truth there is behind it. Like they're incorporating the dragon turtle. Like people must have got shipwrecked or thrown here. Is the dragon turtle really just like scouting this territory? Or I thought we were just unlucky.
Just bring everybody. Maybe they.
I thought we just got unlucky and got followed.
Did you see a doorway to the volcano though? Like, can we go in it?
A restaurant.
How many likes do we need? We're down. We need,
A fish area?
well, you know, clever. We need 50, but right now we need 23. 23 more. We're getting very close. Clever, get ready for radiators. I think we had the same combo then, and Brennan even explained it because one of the, maybe that happened, dude. It's very possible. You guys know my memory. I'm not great with memories.
Well, yeah, fish area. Yeah.
like a tip.
It is very possible. I've had many of the same. Sometimes I'll have a conversation for a while and then be like, "I've done this before,"
We play games.
but if I just forget. Just as long as you don't question it when Brennan starts spitting bird facts.
At least let them know that a lot of people could be on their way here.
Ready? Radiators, everybody. The dude, I hope you're.
Fireballs or
Or the dude. Well, I know the dude's there.
axes at them.
Ninja, if you come back later, we'll do another one.
Reconnaissance, and then we decide. Yeah. If they look like they have a community, then I'm sure it'll be fine.
Maybe they're looking to boost tourism
I feel
in the
that.
area, you
I
know?
feel like-
Like, this could be a good thing for the local economy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we can trade with them.
Maybe they've been looking.
I
for
think,
that.
yes.
Oh.
They're looking for tourism.
I mean,
They're going to be so excited. They've been waiting all this time for us to boost the tourism
Hang
let's
on.
go into the jungle.
While we walk,
into the jungle.
Winning personality.
Colvin, Ninja,
in the interim.
or I mean,
the rest of
I
the
keep
crew set up
jumbling
camp on
names.
the beach there
Clever.
behind the ship.
Everyone is
So,
partaked
so
in
for
greatness.
anybody who also is traveling inward to the inlet.
Hey, Orderly.
Here comes
See the
Orderly.
dragon turtle coming to attack everything? Play your bagpipes, okay? Because they're really loud.
Love it. Orly, if you see a giant dragon turtle, play your bagpipes. Just what we need. Michael, before, I can't remember what you said. Were you on your way home or leaving work soon?
Classic warm-up sound of.
I'm trying to go back and see what Michael said. Michael was like, here it is. I've got 3 cigs left in my pack, then quitting. Oh, to focus on health. That's what he said. On my way home, no errands, 50-ish minutes. Okay, so that was a while ago. Michael's probably almost home.
Upon entering the jungle, the density of the vine tangles.
Love Talzin's jacket. Yes, it is purple and yellow. So purple right away immediately wins points in my book.
100 or more feet into the air, which is further shattered by the network of.
Yeah, Michael's got to be walking in his house because I feel like that was about 45 minutes ago.
Like a net web, multiple layers almost throughout this jungle beyond just this open beneath canopy. The air itself begins to slowly shift from the salty sea air into an almost like sweet, earthy scent of lush vegetation, damp ground, and occasionally you see little colorful flowers, orange and purple in color, that seem to be growing where the canopy begins to break up a bit and a bit of light begins to make its way to the jungle floor.
You guys are real pretty. I'm assuming you're probably safe. We're not going to disturb.
My critical role is a second faster than the stream and only is amazing echoed. And orally is amazingly echoed. Well, you, my friend, are blessed on this day. And we're almost to 30 likes. 20 more likes, everybody. 20 more likes. We watch everything ever made, ever.
Can we kill some of you?
About picking flowers as a bad thing, but when you talk to plants, it makes me feel funny.
Well, I mean, they grow back, so it's more of just
Like hair or fingernails.
It's more like
you're pulling their fingernails
Picking
out.
fingernails off of somebody.
Yeah.
Would it be all right if we just took one?
Just picking fingernails off somebody.
You gather, the nearby trees and foliage herd you.
Yep. I don't know.
Technically, it's like picking their genitals.
What?
It's what? That's science.
Is
I'm
it?
not-
Is it like that?
Never thought of it that way.
That's how they have sex. Yeah.
I did not want to say it out loud, but it is a bit like pubic hair.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
I guess I can't argue with things I don't know. But we got onto a weird topic.
Flowers. Clearly.
Look,
Picking flowers is like messing with genitals? Like they're... I mean, I'm not educated enough about flowers to make judgments, so...
There's an orange variety that are about kind of that.
I have a friend, an ex-girlfriend, who is at, her career is flowers. She's a florist, owns the place, runs it. She would probably know.
That one feels like I'm gonna pick a purple one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what's coming.
I think he said something about the young X-Men. It was like a long time ago. Oh, my happy marriage time. You open that door, dude. Was it actually the dude, or was it somebody and you're saying dude? I still don't see Ninja yet. But Ninja, take your time, do your thing.
Okay. Make it persuasive.
Cup the base.
So I have advantage on this.
Oh my God.
So horny for D&D for
3 months of pent-up D&D horniness. We're cupping the base.
22.
The dental dam is burst.
22.
The dental dam has burst. My God, we are just on a roll.
Gently cup underneath.
Right.
I'm gently cupping.
Just a little tug.
When I feel some resistance, I put another
A little tug, gentle cupping.
comfort, the pulling.
It pops right off.
Well done.
Great.
Great. It pops right off. This is great.
You have effectively deflowered the plant.
We have deflowered the plant successfully.
Flowering down in my book of mini.
Deflowering. That was a nice little
Book of conquests.
3 months.
3 months. Yeah, it was a nice little immature visit down. I mean, to us, it was 1 week. Maybe, well, to me, it was like 3 days because I watch every other day practically.
In fact, smelling very closely to it, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Guidance. You don't have it. Yeah, I love Sam doesn't even have guidance. He just, yeah, it's like one of those things. We're used to having, I mean, honestly, I kind of miss, I said I like the new setup, but I kind of miss Jester and Veth not being together, even though technically I feel like Veth is not like Not and Jester need to be. So maybe it makes sense to do this now.
And it's, you immediately feel your mouth salivating and your stomach begin to gurgle, and you compulsively find yourself, and you all watch as Yasha begins to just stuff this freshly picked purple flower into her mouth.
Whoa. I'm gonna try and, oh, no.
Does she always do that?
She eats weird shit. She eats rats.
Yeah. Yasha eats spiders. Yasha's favorite thing is spiders.
She like pulls away and continues to chew.
Oh boy.
Fine. She just likes eating weird shit.
Don't eat it.
She's mostly animal.
No.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Something's gonna happen. Watch Yasha just dies right here. After all this, Yasha just dies right here.
21.
Oh, that's a good roll. That's a good roll. Cheers to the good roll.
It smells great. The flavor is very ashy and unpleasant, bitter, and the flower petal seems to almost crumble in your gullet.
My goal is to finish this Arizona and at least one more shot.
Burning sensation begins
And this
to
kombucha.
take from the inside of your
And this kombucha.
inside of your chest.
And this bottle of bourbon.
Resist it though. You're used to eating harsh
And this
things in the
bottle
face
of
Rojas to
alcohol.
survive. And you manage to shrug off what may have been a more terrible experience. Right now, you're just suffering indigestion.
It has like a little bit of spice to it, but the top note felt like it was going to be a lot sweeter than it was.
You recommend it? Is it worth it?
I mean, I thought it was delicious. Try it.
Done. Let's do it. Veth, have some. Veth, do it. Do it. Do it.
That seems,
You are sweating a little bit.
I want Veth to do it. Do it, Veth.
Also, you kind of got like hives.
yeah, there's
See, this is when the chaoticness I'm all for. I'm all for right now just being like, we've already gone down the road of silliness and I'm on board. I want to continue this road. We've talked about cupping the balls of trees and tugging and deflowering plants.
It was such an overwhelmingly good smell. I had to consume the whole thing.
Can I go down and look at the stem of the flower?
Yeah. Look at Travis caught it. Can I go down and check out the stem? I don't even think she's realizing what she's saying. Can I go down
Has any of that white stuff?
and check out the stem and check if there's what is happening? I don't even know if I was going to say I don't even think she's trying to be dirty.
What you're talking about?
She legitimately was being as dirty as she ever was and didn't mean it.
Does the purple draft have
I'm not trying to be dirty. That was probably the dirtiest she ever sounded.
It does not.
This is 3 months of pent-up frustration.
Is it that? Do you think it's that? Or are they just getting on topics of absurdity? I mean, one would venture to guess, based on the fact this hasn't happened in 100 episodes, that it is the 3-month gap. But I feel like they're just extra giddy. But I mean, it could all be related.
It is smaller. Doesn't seem to react to the plucking.
Never seen Grease 2, but I love the plant reproduction song. Oh, Grease 2 is one of those guilty pleasures. I've seen it many times. I kid you not, I might have seen Grease 2 more than I've seen Grease 1. I tell you guys all the time, I'm very into sequels because sequels get dumbed down and it's just like, if done right, it's just like stupid good fun. And I love stupid good fun. Like way more than I want to sit down for like an epic masterpiece. Because you got to be in like a mood to experience greatness. And once you see greatness, you're good. But I want to see stupid dumbed downness all the time. Like, you don't got to pay attention. It's just silly. Like Gremlins 2, Ghostbusters 2, Back to the Future 2. I like them all better. But the originals are masterpieces.
You have purple flower clippings from Rumble Cups.
Even like Home Alone 2. I like Home Alone 2 way better.
Doesn't fog
Well, Home Alone 1 is a much better movie. But Home Alone 2 is much more fun.
feel right to you?
It's like I watch it every Christmas. I don't watch Home Alone 1 every Christmas. It's sad. This old man talks about like how his kid walked out on him. He hasn't seen his granddaughter, and these guys try to kill a child. Part 2 is fun. Tim Curry's in it. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's glorious.
I mean, there's a volcano complex things.
You're quite right. I mean, perhaps
A minute of cleaning her sword, 30 seconds of slapping paint on her forehead, and 30 seconds of freaking out about dealing with people.
Fissures leaking through the jungle or anything?
Make a perception.
Does the mist have a scent?
By the way, we are still locked at 30 likes. We have not hit a like in over 10 minutes. If you are in here and you're loving everything about life, like the video. If we hit 50, we watch 30 minutes of the next episode as soon as this ends. First, I dance and sing, and we take a pee break.
Or a taste? The air?
The air still has
Really? Me too. Don't eat it.
combination of sweet decomposition,
I agree with everything.
wet dirt,
Home Alone 2
but nothing.
has Tim Curry in it. Of course it's better. And Donald Trump too. But that's right. Donald Trump is in Home Alone 2 for 5 seconds. Not even. He's probably in it for
The canopy
2
gives you
seconds.
shade, which helps. The beach itself is a lot hotter, and the mist doesn't make it more humid. It's almost helping cool the interior of the shaded canopy.
Is the ground warm?
Is the ground warm? I was talking about this the other day, going back to sequels. Die Hard 2, I think I like better. Beverly Hills Cop 2.
You take a moment to
I still think the originals are better masterpieces. But as far as loving enjoyability, I think Die Hard 2 with the airport and the insanity, I love it. I think Die Hard 2 is a much better watch if you just want to sit down and have a beer.
shake, but like since you've kind of entered here and you've all been shrugging it off independently, but you all start kind of looking to each other. There's a nervousness in your stomach you can't quite explain. There's a
Feeling we can't quite explain, everybody. I miss Joe Pesci. I do too. He used to come over all the time. He's just gotten busy and old, and now he doesn't hang out with me anymore. All right. I was waiting for something. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, there we go. We're fine. Everything's fine.
To go say hi to these people.
That's right. The people in the woods.
The people in the woods are totally fine.
We are pretty charming.
Of course not. No, I also know how we...
Terminator 2, Vero G,
which is
perfect.
assholes.
Another great. Honestly, though, Terminator 2 is so great that is one of the few that I will say is better than the original, even as a masterpiece. But you are still correct, because I like the sequel better than the original. But of all the ones I said, I would venture to say that one is the masterpiece as well. Same with Aliens. Aliens, I don't know. Alien 1 might be the masterpiece, but I still like the sequel better. But Terminator 2 is probably the most majority renowned to be like a better film, I would think.
we have Beauregard 76, along with Beth.
I'll be behind Beauregard.
Same thing with Godfather 2. I'm not massive on the franchise. I think they're phenomenal movies in general.
I'll be behind.
I've seen them a bunch of times. I would say the sequel is better than the original, but they're both really good. I mean, like all the ones we're talking about are really good. Empire Strikes Back definitely is better than A New Hope. I think Empire and I think Return of the Jedi is better than A New Hope. I put Empire and Return above A New Hope. I always thought A New Hope was, I mean, granted the budget and everything, it was phenomenal for the times, and he's a genius. But Empire and Return, I thought were both way more enjoyable movies. Especially growing up with them. As a child, New Hope was kind of boring for a kid. Like, compared to the others.
Blinks and Return to Normal. Nothing catches your attention.
All right.
I remember being a young child, like 10 years old, and if you gave me a choice, I never watched A New Hope. It was a lot of dialogue and story building, and it was a great masterpiece. As an adult, I appreciate it, but I feel like
Watch this. Purple.
not for kids.
Green. Rave.
Raven, we're raving. Jay, the majority of the movies and sequels you have described, I watch as one movie. I agree with that as well, Ninja. If I got the time, I like Indiana Jones. That is one of the few of anything I could think of. The third one is my favorite. Last Crusade, by far my favorite of all the Indiana Jones movies. 5 of them now. Part 3, my favorite. I love all 3 of the originals. The Last Crusade's my favorite. It's probably the only one I could think that is the 3rd in the franchise is my favorite. But if I watch Indiana Jones, I watch all 3 of the originals. I like can't watch one of the Indiana Jones without watching the other 2. That's one of those movies. Whenever I like go down that rabbit hole of, oh, I gotta go back, and I put on my hat and I bring out my whip and I start beating people. Like my people walk by the street and I whip them while I watch. But they're cool with it because then I invite them in. We have shots. It's all in good fun. Radiators. Ninja, I saw you. Ninja is here. Radiators.
The tracks you see are not deep. And you can't quite make out what type of creature, but you assume based on the faint claw marks and the lightness of their pressure based on the size that they're probably some sort of predatory creature.
Okay.
A little ways forward, you do see some humanoid footprints.
Based on the claw marks, it is some sort of predatory figure. If you guys are jumping in right now, please like the video. We need more likes. If we hit 50, we watch more video in 38 minutes. This ends in 38 minutes. And then we're going to do another 30 minutes if we hit 50 likes. The more likes, the more we watch. We never stop. If we keep getting likes, I will sit here forever. That is the deal.
It is not a particular language, but the marking is deliberate. And it looks...
I want to know what the markings are. I want to know what the markings are. Temple of Doom used to be my favorite, but I was a kid. Last Crusade is amazing. I mean, it's Sean Connery, and that is why I love it so much. You cannot do any better than Sean Connery and Harrison Ford. The closest you could get is Kevin Costner and Sean Connery, and that's The Untouchables. And that's one of my also favorite movies of all time.
I'm grateful for you noticing.
Sean Connery's in a lot of my favorites. The Rock with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage. I watch that so much. To this day, I watch it at least once a year. It's amazing. Nicolas Cage over the top, but not too much at that point of his career. Face-Offs when he really went balls to the wall, Nicolas Cage. And he never stopped ever since. He never stopped.
You're listening to this, but kind of looking around your surroundings, and you can glance up and kind of that larger netted canopy of vines and branches that entwine.
I mean, but Nicolas Cage has been a nutball since the beginning. I can't remember the name of the movie, but that vampire movie that he did back in the late 80s, early 90s, he was a freaking nut in that movie. And we're done. We're done with the Arizona can. But yeah, I can't. There's something about. I can't remember. Something sucking in the movie. It's probably some weird vampire sucking your blood related title. Nicolas Cage, Con Air. Con Air is my shit. Clever. I think you win. I don't know. I like Con Air better for Nicolas Cage, but I like The Rock better as a movie. But they're very close. The two kind of go together. I feel like I always would watch those two together. Maybe they came out the same year or year apart. Those two movies, I always feel like are synonymous with each other, even though they're totally unrelated, except for Nicolas Cage. Cyrus the Virus, John Malkovich, Cyrus the Virus, and Vig Rhames is in it. We even got Machete. There's so many people in that movie. Oh, Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi is this creepy child molester person.
I noticed something. I just noticed something.
Oh, really?
Yep, I noticed something in the trees.
Did you say it that loud?
The Rock had a lot of famous people too. Got Ed Harris. Ed Harris was the top dog. Was Vig Rhames? No, Vig Rhames wasn't in that. It was that other dude. Was it Candyman? The guy that played Candyman? Was he in that?
Because the moment you glance up and notice it, it kind of shifts.
Who the hell was in that? Oh no, I know who he was. I could kind of see him now.
Around behind the tree, out of sight. But then you also both hear, in Beauregard, you hear this too. You hear the sound of what sounds like two sets of light feet around from behind that tree.
Something's coming.
I'm just gonna say,
You're welcome.
we're we're not here to hurt anybody, and if you just let us go on our way,
John Malkovich role is Vincent. I've never seen Dangerous Liaisons. Before I even try to pronounce that name, I've never seen Dangerous Liaisons. I've heard of it. I just never... It's one of those movies that escaped me my whole life. I also like Con Air for John Malkovich. John Malkovich is definitely a favorite. If I had to rank top 20 actors, he might make the list. Just based on complete lunacy, insanity, and amazing acting. He also seems like a great dude in general. I've never heard anything bad about John Malkovich in real life. I feel like he just lives his life and keeps to himself.
I think that we are almost to
Cusack was in it too, and the Chief O'Brien. Who's Chief O'Brien? John Cusack. Yes, he was the guy hunting down Cyrus and Nicolas Cage. The fugitives in general.
Yes, just a place to rest so nicely.
Okay.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Glenn Close, Keanu Reeves, Uma Thurman, John Malkovich. Am I supposed to guess the movie, or are we saying the cast of something? Is that a star? Is that the cast of a movie I'm supposed to guess? Or are you ranking actors for me? I think you're ranking your favorite actors. I literally thought you were playing one of those games where here is the cast, guess the movie. But I think you're telling me the top 10 actors and actresses of yours.
It might have us surrounded. There might be multiple.
John Malkovich in being John Malkovich. I am going to react to that, Clever, on Patreon. Someone asked me to watch it, and I know I've seen bits and pieces, but I don't think I remember enough or have seen enough to know, so I'm going to react to it on Patreon very soon. Possibly next month.
Curl. Its image kind of distorts slightly.
Oh no.
Those are not human.
Those are not humanoid. No. They are not
You see a
humanoids.
second one now kind of coming around from that initial growl sound. And a third one begin to kind of come from behind.
What are they called? He said since campaign 1.
Guys begin to kind of look amongst them.
Clever girl.
Alright,
They're not attacking yet. They're just slowly kind of...
What are the names of these things? Dangerous Liaisons has an amazing cast and truly some of the most gorgeous costuming. I love me an 18th century French period piece. Is that what it is? I remember the movie and the title name, but I didn't know it was a period piece. I honestly imagined it being just like a normal modern day spy film or something. The way it sounds, Dangerous Liaisons. I literally thought it was like a spy flick. Or like a whodunit or something.
Right at this point...
Oh, it's a displacer beast. It is? I didn't realize it was a displacer beast. I in my head, I'm like, I think it's that. But I couldn't remember the name.
Footfalls getting louder and louder. You see the creatures kind of shift over and look to the right side. As suddenly a shape, a blur of fur and muscle.
What is this?
Rock seems to just slam out of the side of the jungle. You see a flash of what seems like a reflective light or metal.
What the frig is this?
The air, and you watch as one of these panther creatures kind of screams out in pain.
Is this like their security or they're like...
You all look around and see this massive bear.
I thought it was like a defense mechanism of the people.
Bipedal and holding on to what looks to be a massive great axe as it withdraws.
No friggin' way.
Swings a second time. As it goes towards and strikes the same creature, the creature shifts out of the
What is this thing and when can I have one?
Rushes forward and it's not paying attention to you guys. It is just going to town on this one displacer beast.
It's a bear holding an axe? A bear wielding an axe? Is that what's occurring? Yeah, the bear is carrying a weapon. The bear, that's the first thing I thought. Screw the displacer beast and everything, even though that's awesome. There is a bear wielding an axe.
There's this one now. A second bear-like creature comes rushing out of the side of where the...
Are these, do they, if they have axes, they must speak, right? Or at least...
Tears its head off its shoulders. As you guys are all preparing to engage...
What the frig is this?
The one displacer beast now lies limp on the ground, and these two hulking bipedal bears just kind of stand there.
Are they freaking Trinket related? Or is it something related to Trinket?
Anybody need a heal?
The only thing I can think of that ties into bears is Trinket.
We have just arrived and we are strangers here, and you have just saved our lives, and we would like to repay the favor.
Do they speak?
They're really cool looking.
Yes.
Watch as the bear form seems to shimmer for a
Oh, they're frigging shapeshifted.
and left in its place. You see
This makes so much more sense. I got so excited.
muscular, built like a bear.
I mean, it's still
if you will.
cool. It's not, is it? Well, it's not keg.
Looks like patches of hair.
I got so overwhelmed with enjoyment that a giant bear was actually functioning as a brute force
Dirty as fuck.
helper.
The elf woman has these kind of like mutton chops that kind of come down to the edge of the chin. Very uncommon for an elf.
They got me so excited. Trinket isn't bipedal nor holds a weapon. I honestly, I'm not kidding you. My theory went so fast, the dude, that I thought, did Trinket somehow get bred into something else or get combined with something that made it into a bipedal version of a bear that could wield an axe but not yet speak language? But we're getting there because this is what was processing as I was thinking. I literally thought, oh my God, is it Trinket? But Trinket like evolved or they did something. Let's have a drink.
What's Traveler Con? And the elf girl goes, don't worry about him. He's
This is the end of the kombucha. All right, we have killed the kombucha. We have killed the Arizona. We're on to second kombucha and this mug and a shot. And then we're good. Like and subscribe. We are 18 away, everybody. 18 likes away. 18 more likes. And we'll sit here for another hour, roughly. Because we still got about 30 minutes of this. And we'll jump into another 30 minutes. And then we'll sit around and dance and talk and do our thing.
we both are. And they go, that's true. Have you come to join as well?
Yes, we've come to join. Let's do it. We're part of your cult. Turn us into bears and we'll fight with axes.
They both kind of look at each other.
Drink, drink, drink. Oh, have you seen Cruel Intentions? Yes. That's me playing the violin. What was it? Bittersweet Symphony? It's just a bittersweet symphony. I don't know what they say, but here we go. Let's have a shot of bourbon based off of, what was it, The Verve? Were they The Verve or something like that? I'm not a big music guy, but I just remember weird shit.
Circumstance get out of hand.
Where are you from originally?
By The Verve. There we go. Clever name. Had it.
Both now like starting to take the displacer beast and tie its
The Verve.
branch to get it ready.
Yes. I've seen Cruel Intentions 1 many times. One of my ex-fiancé, because I was engaged once in my life. My ex-fiancé loved that movie. She watched it all the time. And I know there's like there's at least 3 of them. I saw Cruel Intentions 3. There might be a 4th. But like and subscribe if you haven't. If you're entering the chat, we're doing a shot in honor of the fact that we have 25 minutes left. And if we hit 50 likes, we will watch more. Cheers.
The front legs around the pole begins to direct you to go ahead and take it to the other side as the female begins to take and wipe off the axe.
Take and wipe off the axe.
That's a funny question. I can't really recall, but everything kind of led to...
Then you've seen Dangerous Liaisons, a modern day adaptation. Really? Modern day adaptation to Cruel Intentions? Or is a modern day adaptation of Dangerous Liaisons? I'm going to have to watch it. Honestly, Clever, or Star, you've made me want to jump into it sooner than later. And I didn't know John Malkovich was in it. So my goal is to, by next month, watch Being John Malkovich and Dangerous Liaisons. I'm going to react to it on Patreon. I'll eventually edit them up. They're all the movies I plan on editing up at some point for YouTube. It's just a lot of work and a lot of time, but I plan on it. So next month, February, we're going to do it. Dangerous liaisons, John Malkovich. Being John Malkovich.
No, you're not supposed to eat the flowers. That's a problem. Do you eat the flowers?
One of us did.
Which one of you eat the flowers?
Watching SMG play a total bitch is certainly fun.
I feel fun. It was just a little bit.
Rock is my shit. Alts. What is that? I don't know what that says. Alt rock is my shit. I don't know what that means. Alternative rock, but I don't know what alts. Alts. I'm probably just being Jay and not realizing something.
She goes and grabs the part of the.
And I hear, don't eat the flowers. Don't eat the flowers. Don't eat the flowers. Oh yeah, Star. Leading blind. I forget. Are you part of Patreon? Because I also just reacted to Wonka. Even though I saw it in theaters, I did a reaction to watch it again sober because I was very drunk when I watched it. And I'm going to post that tomorrow, I think. But I just rewatched Wonka and I did it on Patreon too. I know you're into the musicals because it is a musical. Wonka.
Do you not know? I mean, what found you here? If you don't know about who we are.
Well, there's this god who's really awesome.
2000s alt rock. Got you. Aughts. Oh, got it. The aughts. Yeah, it's just Jay not understanding a word. As soon as I saw the 2000s, I'm like, oh, the aughts. Got it. I knew it was my fault. Vokodo. This here is where all life is given birth. What? All time comes to rest. Vokodo. I'm glad you've made this journey. So we decided to have TravelerCon at the birth of everything because we're in the center of Exandria.
Vokodo. As they're like still trudging through the forest.
What do you call your
the Vo people?
The Vo.
We are people of this fire god.
We really came across crazy volcano cult people. Like they already existed. We didn't need traveler obsessed people. We have them already.
With smoke. What do you call that?
That is Vokodo.
Volcano?
Vokodo exists both within and is that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Vokodo.
Thank God.
Did Vokodo?
Oh my God.
Did he make you a bear?
No. This has been an affliction that I've worked on most of my life. Gotten a bit of a tussle with this boy, but he's taking good care of it. He's like, they call it a curse, but thankfully she knows her way around, and it's helped me a bit. And
it's awesome.
Yeah, that is.
I would call it a blessing.
Exactly. I would not call it a curse. If you told me I could turn into a bear with an axe and just take out displacer beasts with ease, that's no curse. Why is that a curse? I'll do it right now. Sign me up. Turn me into a bear. I'll stay it for a week. I don't have to turn back into a human. I got people that could take care of my shit. Make me a bear with an axe. I'll do it right now. I'll walk down Main Street. I'll probably get killed. They'll probably tranquilize me and put me in a zoo. But then I'll be back, and I'll break out.
Sounds bad.
I'm very curious to see your community. Have you just built it up from the natural?
I love it. I love it. The Vokodo. What is a Kodo? What is a Kodo? I'm thinking of a Kodo, and it was like a giant animal. It was from a game. Was that Final Fantasy? You had to attack Kodos.
But they say it's always been here.
How often do people come visit, out of curiosity?
We usually get a few folks every... time's kind of a weird thing. Every few months, maybe?
So, I mean, I've never heard of this.
Delayed a bit.
I don't know.
Cat text and needed cat food for the weekend. I think I read that right, but it sounds hilarious. The Vogue community. 10 to 20 minutes till home. Got it. Whoa, I heard him say Vokodo, and I immediately thought, wait, isn't he a lord of black and white?
Part of that blessing cycle. And
What do you give Vokodo?
By the way, Vo jokes always make me die of laughter. Codeine, is cough syrup.
Listening ripe
Coda
gifts
is a
of
bear in Disney
Santa
movie.
herself. There are deep mines all across
Oh,
this island.
gemstones.
Aye.
Oh.
No, I'm not on Patreon. Whoa, I think I just read it. Got it.
Do you give Vokodo people?
No.
How many of the
Insight check.
We're also down to the final 20 minutes, everybody. Final 20 minutes. And we still need 18 likes. We need a like per minute. A like per minute.
Give you a whisper. Text it to her.
Text the whisper.
Because it's easier right now.
pretend that we don't know?
Exactly.
We'll just pretend. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, because they're going to know anyway, right? Oh, no, because a whisper, you don't.
Don't think that's the case.
All right. It wasn't a good whisper. That's why. I was going to say Matt's just going to unleash a whisper like that. That's not kosher. But it is if Matt knows it's not a great whisper. I mean, that's the most subtle whisper one could whisper. I'm disappointed with the whispers that we just whispered.
And encompasses the creation of the world and its eventual destruction. But here is its home, its nest, and we care to it. And as such, are given whatever we need.
Do you guys?
All right.
Do any of you in the tribe do like ever? Is that something that you
Breathing.
ever do?
Hoo-ha?
I think it's the other way, isn't it?
No.
No, we.
Is that something that you guys do? On
The way he's doing it is amazing.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
No, we have as a hunting group underneath Terra, we have certain calls.
Amazing.
To make sure we know where we are.
Amazing.
I can show you that.
Yeah.
And you watch.
Yeah.
Jane goes and gives out this kind of like weird sound. This like faint bird noise.
I won't learn how to.
Glorious.
Can I try it?
Wait, did
Glorious.
You summon someone else, or that's just what you do?
Oh, I don't hear any returning hunting parties, so we're not close to any of the others.
What's
I'm gonna try and do that.
What's the French for Brother Bear? I know Brother Bear was Coda. Yeah, somebody said Coda before. I miss Cad. Tal played him great. Great.
To see your community. This great.
I'm not convinced he scrolled up far enough. Oh, is there a different one? Maybe I didn't scroll up. I saw the one that said, then you've seen the adaptation.
Spiritual leader as
Watching SMG play. Woohoo. You're going to have to give me access to that specific one man. Seriously, I deserve it. If I got you interested, especially since February. Got you, Star. I didn't see that one. I saw the one right after that. I did miss one of them. Star.
construction and organization.
We'll make some exceptions for you.
And then there is
This shall be done.
spiritual leader and the one who kind of guides everyone underneath the eye of Vokodo.
The Eye of Vokodo.
Sounds amazing. I'm so
Everybody who's jumping in, we have the highest numbers yet. We have 15 minutes left. We need 50 likes to get further. Let's do it. Like the video. We're going to hit the radiators. We're going to drink this whole drink. We're going to take a shot. And then we're going to drink this kombucha. And if all of it goes well, then the gods promised me 50 likes. So we're starting with the radiators. Everybody, radiators unite.
Some room, but we can start putting on something together for you. It's always
Actually, I have to pack a new one. Never mind. Radiators put on hold. Radiators put on hold.
Have you any memories of the mainland outside of the side?
Radiators on hold till I get rid of this.
I mean,
I'm going to pour it into this can. I wish I didn't crush it.
and she looks over to Pona, and Pona goes, the thing is, when you come to the center of the world, the rest of it doesn't matter.
Get out of there. There it is. There it is.
You know, sometimes KK, sometimes people just don't want to remember some things, right, Caleb? I mean,
But the center of the world seems like such an
An opinion?
subjective
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, we all think we're the center of our worlds, right?
The center.
The center of our
Radiators unite. Here we go. Clever, everybody. Let's do it.
Well,
That is a true sign of a blessed guided journey, is it not?
It is not.
Yeah, that's some pretty culty talk.
I I think the traveler and Vokodo should definitely.
That is some pretty culty talk. Exactly.
If
We are definitely part. Well, I mean, it's not like we're denying it. We're definitely dealing with some culty type people. This is quite obvious. Quite obvious at this point.
He's been here already.
If there's a
Pretty big deal.
then Viridian, you should
flashy
definitely
volcano
speak.
god, I bet Traveler knows about him.
You mentioned an eye? The eye of,
The Eye of Agamotto.
The glowing.
Remember,
You see, she points to the top.
this is. I don't want to. Was there spoilers? Oh, there was. Was there? Remember, hot spoilers. Love the Traveler Con arc.
Looking down.
I love everything with the Traveler.
I'm really excited to see that.
Or, you know, magma.
Ninja, no rush. But when you come, we're going to do a shot. I figure I'll pace my... I still got alcohol in here. So I'm going to mix a little more of this new kombucha. This is mango passion fruit before we get raspberry lemonade.
Beauregard, because you're all the same level practically of passive perception. You do notice that Pono, amongst the thick back hair as he's walking, there's a very intricate tattoo that is kind of hidden.
All right.
That back.
That's enough for that. I have enough to chase a shot and kill that,
Like curved C with like a
and we're
line
good.
through it and another one behind
We
it.
only got
You can make a history check if you'd like.
13 minutes left, everybody. Are we going to do it? We are probably not. I mean, I don't mean to be optimistic. I do want to be optimistic. But we need 18 likes in the next
Out of Tal'dorei to the far west of Wildman.
15 minutes, not even. I think there's 13 minutes.
The history check.
Oh, that was your history.
We have to get a like every 40 seconds. But don't worry. We'll do it in the live stream next week.
No, Tal'dorei is where the clasp is based. Okay.
Shane Barron, calling it now. The Traveler is Vokodo. The Traveler is Vokodo. Clever, wouldn't you know? I'm assuming, obviously, you just are joking. The memory is weird. The memories are weird in the Vo community.
Is our hunting master, the one that helps guide and
My apologies. I have lots of kombucha in me.
procure the meats and the destruction of the dangerous creatures and denizens of the land, to give thanks for their bountiful gifts of their own bodies, of which we use to feed our community.
Because you seem to be a part of the hunting party, is Terra also a bear person?
Oh no, that's primarily just us. There's one other lycanthrope on the island, but they're more of the tiger variety.
Lycanthrope. I like that word. A lycanthrope.
It's kind of fun. We all get to, just mingle and see who's going to show up next.
How many of you are there here?
I like what we're doing, but I'm kind of scared of the.
We were close to 7.
I mean, these people are definitely something.
Do the three make decisions as a group, as a triumvirate, or is it?
It says triumvirate.
Of the three.
The Holy Triumvirate.
I mean, they all kind of.
What movie is that from? What movie am I thinking of where they're like the Holy Triumvirate?
Own domains.
It might be from several, but I feel like it's something someone would know.
Have done it.
And so, if we were going to request a favor of your group, is there any advice you can give us? Some gift that we could offer to sort of make ourselves in good favor?
Be nice. Be helpful. Show that you're useful and part of the community. And
Never leave, right?
Never leave. Never.
I mean, we're not keeping you here.
All right. See, he's acting.
Is your god like a vengeful god, or a benevolent god, or relaxed and groovy?
They both look at each other. No, I mean, he's, we keep him happy and he keeps us.
See, they're acting just normal enough where I'm not sure if we're overreacting.
There's nothing to
They're acting like, I don't know. I don't think it's bad, but I don't know if it is.
Sacrifices giving these gifts to Volcado. How do you do that? How do you give back the gems?
I'm not privy to that. Neither is
Triumvirate. I don't think he can make the connection due to his lack of watching VM, but no spoilers.
gathered, whether they be pulled from the earth, whether they be scavenged from beneath the waves, whether they be brought here by those who washed up on shore. These are gathered and brought to...
So they're kind of saying a little bit of all the above from what we've been, or what I've been theorizing about. Yeah, look, Laura's freaking out now.
You don't know where the doors are, though?
We're not privy to that, right? And it's like, we're not, we're the hunters. I wouldn't even know what to do if I wasn't there, honestly. I'd be too nervous.
Wait, you might have already answered this, but who decides what the offerings are?
Well, Viridian speaks to Vokodo, and then through Viridian, the offerings are brought. But it's, as far as I know, it's mostly just wherever we can find.
Okay.
You said there are some mines on the island, yes?
Right.
And Volkodo primarily likes gems and metals, precious metals.
Things shiny.
Shiny things.
From
Shiny things.
wrought in, well crafted.
Gosh, I bet Vokodo would like one of these. And I pull out a little traveler dick statue.
Oh, I bet you would.
A traveler dick statue?
Bring that to Viridian. We'll add it to the pile.
I will.
All right.
I thought it was going to be like something else, but nope, that's better. A giant dick statue.
Back and forth a bit. We're coming up. And as you guys begin to approach, you can see the tree line begin to thin. And you can see there are a few stumps where some trees have been felled in the past. You can see as the mist itself...
So Vokodo is a bird? How do you spell triumvirate? Is there a V? Triumvirate. I feel like there would be. I'm the worst at spelling. I'll tell you what I'm good at and what I'm bad at. I tell you all the time. I'm great at math, and I don't stop talking, as you all know. But when it comes to spelling and grammar, I speak horribly, and I can't spell worse. And there is an example of both. Well, I didn't spell, but I spoke horrible grammar. I try. I've tried to get a little better over the years for other people. My mom is so into proper grammar that it like breaks her heart when I say things improperly. So when I talk to her, I go out of my way to try to like pick and choose and say things correctly. And I still get picked apart. I'll try with her and she'll be like, I just want to let you know earlier I saw your text and you put well, but it was like you should have put this instead. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're correcting my text from 3 years ago?
Styles, materials, apparent age. Some look newer, some look older. It's a very kind of charming feel to it.
It's a very charming feel, everybody. Cheers. We're almost there. Under 10 minutes.
Successful hunt, but this batch of newcomers, and with each face, smiles light up and individuals wave. Dozens of these various
Laura. See, Laura plays around. I like it. I would be doing the same thing. Hi.
Though not too intensely, kind of just look and take each of you in. Some folks kind of rush off to tell others, new arrivals. Some are
what?
saying,
we'll see. The other guy was like, you can leave whenever you want. Like, they weren't making it like you're entrapped. But I was almost going to say, like, what if we're, like, the sacrifices for Kovodo? What was it? Vokodo. What did I say? Kovodo? Vokodo.
Here you can see the tree itself is lush and tall, maybe 200 or more feet up, with numerous levels of branches, and each of these branches is almost like a hand where the vines have grown out to clutch another small homestead. And all of these themselves have connected vine bridges. These vines are unnaturally directed and beautiful.
Unnaturally directed, but beautiful. So let's not worry about it. 44 is in the house. What is up, 44? 44, we're 5 minutes away from the end. We're almost done. We need 16 more likes. 16 more likes in 5 minutes.
approach, people have gathered. You see, kind of stepping out of the crowd, that orcish figure that you noticed
The orc.
earlier.
Oh.
Tall orc figure steps in his rusted ring mail with a smile.
What is gonna happen? Because it's almost over.
You can see the gray skin and bright smile, long hair that hangs to his belt in multiple thick braids, and he wears a belt around the center of the ring mail where you can see maybe a half dozen tools just kind of jingle at the side. And as he approaches,
It has been some time since we've had new blood in the village. Welcome.
Is this all just gonna be cool, Lukash?
he turns and you can see
I'm big with names.
Lowering and unfurls and standing on the vine as it descends like poison ivy. As it unfurls, you see an elven, half-elven woman standing there with kind of dark, sunburned skin. You see dark brown hair that is kind of...
Is it poison ivy from Batman?
You can see she stands with a presence that is formidable, but a gentle smile and demeanor. She steps off from this vine. You can see her. She's covered in leathers with elements of like dried leaves and...
Do I know who this is? Have I seen this person?
The left leg is like a vibrant...
Oh, is this who's on the thumbnail?
Almost. And a staff kind of descends into one hand as she steps off of the vine and approaches.
This is who the thumbnail is.
I am Viridian. It is a pleasure to have you. I'm curious. What is your tale?
Viridian.
Tell us. And that's where we'll end tonight.
I honestly never brought up the thumbnail. Tealbird sent me the thumbnail, I think yesterday or the day before. Tealbird sent me the new thumbnail, and I saw it and was like, I ain't gonna ask because I don't know if I know this or not, and I feel like it'll reveal itself. So we have Viridian.
Yes! They've got their shit down.
Viridian, we'll wait till they clear out. So early, such an early night this time. I know, it's not even 7:30. Don't worry, everybody. Stick around. We're going to log on the next one. We're going to talk for a little bit. It's way too early. Maybe we'll watch like 10 or 15 minutes or something. Because there is a lot in the front half. So let's see. I ain't promising nothing yet, but let's see. Sorry, Jay, we can't tell you that one. You can't tell... Not quite Poison Ivy. So, tell me this. Was this character in Vox Machina? Or is that... I don't know. That might be spoiling stuff, too. I don't know. Maybe don't tell me nothing. But let's see what they say. They're going to close out in 2 minutes. Ninja is back. So, everybody, Radiators unite. Ninja is here. So, we're going to let Matt close out. We're going to hit the Radiators. I'm going to put up episode 101, and I want to see how much time we're working with. Exactly. Based on that, I think maybe we'll do like 10 or 15 minutes or something. We'll do like a little bit. We'll do something. So everybody, Radiators Unite, still put up your likes. And if we somehow hit 50, we'll just keep rolling into 30 minutes.
That the Displacer Beast encounter, that seems to have had nothing to do with that sense, that creeping sense that has just kind of always been there.
Avocado is the man.
Avocado.
Yes. The Mighty Nine, insulting people's gods since 2020.
The Mighty Nine, insulting people's gods since 2020. It's probably since 2019, right? The Ponzi scheme. No spoilers. Tealbird, what is up? Tealbird, have you been here the whole time? I didn't see you. Everybody, thank Tealbird for the glorious art that they have been presenting to me that I could put up as thumbnails, because it's been making it more exciting having different thumbnails up to present the live streams launch. So, Tealbird, we love you, or at least I do. I'm sure everyone else appreciates what you do. And Matt is saying, that was the first sign-off after all that has happened with the world. Matt, that was it. Oh, Jesus, what did I do to my life? But yeah, That is the first. All right, so let's not have this play anything. And let me drag it on back. Whoa, did I do it right? Okay, we're there. Come on. All right, I'm going to pause it for now. We're not going to go immediately in. But let's, no promises, but happy either way. No, she was not in Vox Machina. Okay. Thank you, Star. I was almost like, if I ask, is it going to spoil it? But that's the best way you could do it, because I wasn't sure if she popped up or something. So that, because I watched all their faces. I was looking at all their faces when it happened, and none of them were like, oh my God, Viridian. Usually when something like that happens, everyone's like, oh my God, I know this, or oh my God, we know that name. But nobody reacted to anything. So I was like, all right, I guess it is nobody. But it was, well, she is somebody. But I saw on the thumbnail, it looked like a more muscular Poison Ivy from Batman, like I said earlier, but obviously not. But let's see what Matt has here. I'm just going to... I want to see...
For party of two individuals in appear to be a semi-humanoid bear state.
All right, I'm just watching what Matt's saying here. We got a semi-humanoid. There, he's talking about the two people we just met.
To their village, which you discovered,
and then I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to dish out what we're going to do.
They were excited to meet newcomers to the island.
Kadash was his, what was his name? Kadash was the orc. Kadash.
These individuals,
Pono and Jaina.
The corpse of this displacer beast, and alongside you were brought to.
This is the little recap, and then we're gonna talk, and then we're gonna jump in. But keep liking and subscribing if you haven't.
Some buildings looking much older than others. You could see the large bridge networks that connected different structures.
Matt is giving a hell of a description or a recap.
In the center of this dense jungle, from Rumble Cusp.
Rumble Cusp. Let's have a drink while Matt finishes. Matt's giving me a very in-depth recap of everything right now.
You were brought to bear and meet two of the three leaders of this village. One of which.
Two of the three leaders.
A tall, lanky male orc figure with gray skin.
Lanky male orc figure.
Multiple tools hanging from his belt that clangle as he walks. His hair pulled back into braids into about the midpoint of his back. And a half-elf woman that you saw being brought down by a cluster of
Poison Ivy style, brought down on moving vines.
Higher up in the tree. This half-elf female, tan of skin, kind of sun-bleached, long wild hair, with a leg made of vines, it looks like.
Oh, so it wasn't... See, I didn't know that. I thought it was like, kind of like her emerging from it. So one of her legs is made of vines?
Moment of silence comes over as everyone is now waiting with bated breath to hear what the newcomers have to say.
All right, 10:59 is what we have. So let's see here. The break, I know it's a long one. It's like at 2:27, 2:25. So 2:25, that is 2 hours and 15 minutes. So we're going to do 30. Like I said, there's only 50 minutes on the back half. So we're going to add 30 minutes to that. So now we're down to an hour and 45. Let's do 15 minutes. That'll give 30 minutes for YouTube, an hour for Patreon. Let's do 15 minutes. How's that sound for everybody? Because I already said the last 30 minutes before the break, we're going to add to the live stream next week, or our live stream is going to be 50 minutes long. There's like hardly anything left after the break of this episode. So take 30 minutes away. We got an hour and 45 minutes. I got the hour Patreon exclusive. 15 minutes is what we'll do right now, just as a bonus, because I feel like watching more and it's too early. Then I'll jump into the other stuff. Just let it be. No reason to even talk about it at all. LOL. Just trying to keep it confusing. All right, we're talking about something else. Everyone thumbs up. So everyone like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to pour a shot. Was Ninja in here? Daniel, delete that. He might figure it out. All right, I'm not reading just in case. but I'm pretty sure it was probably taken care of. I think the dude just said it. Timestamp. Oh yeah, timestamp. So we got 10:59. Let's get that timestamp up there. Stop. Hammer time. Reset. Take this. We'll do 0. And we'll do... Boop. All right, there we go. 10:59. So... Everyone is good. Always happy with a bonus. Yes. Well, we always have a good time. And honestly, this is way too early. I don't mind. I mean, the funny thing is when we have really long ones, we easily hit 50 likes. And then they're like super long. And then when we have short ones, it's harder to hit the 50 likes. And then we end up almost doing it anyway just because it's too short. So either way, we work out to having lots of content. What is the time? The time is 10:59, everybody. 10:59. Ninja is here, all right. I don't know if we just smoked. I can't even remember anymore. But let's, you know what, Ninja, did you have the smoke with us? Let's hold off on that. We'll do a shot. Right here, we're going to do a shot. Ninja, are you done? When are you done, Ninja? Because we're going to have a shot. And then we're doing 15 minutes. So we're going to go to 26 minutes on the clock. All right. Thank you. I was on the phone. You're welcome. I did it just for you, Star. I saw what was happening in my mind. I saw the telephone ringing, and I was like, Star needs this minute. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, we were hoping to have a festival here.
Oh, clock.
We heard beautiful things about Rumcusp and how tropical and fabulous it was, and we thought maybe we should just, have a bunch of people worship a god over here that's not your god, but is our god named the Traveler.
The woman named Viridian...
Lukash. I thought it was Kadash. What is Kadash? Zadash. Oh, I'm thinking of Zadash, probably. Lukash. And Viridian.
Is home to one, but we can certainly discuss the possibilities. But this is your reason for coming.
I like that Ashley's got this backwards, half sideways camo looking hat, I believe. I'm a big fan of hats, if you guys didn't notice, and I'm a big fan of camo hats. I don't know if you believe me or not, but I've worn one in every freaking video ever since I started this show.
Traveler is super cool and super likable, and everybody that meets him thinks he's really great, so I'm sure Vokodo will like him too.
Vokodo.
We also got chased here by a giant turtle. I don't know if
Giant turtles aren't our friends right now. They don't like us. They chase us all the time.
Giant turtle. Yeah, it was a giant turtle.
A giant dragon turtle.
Oh, that, yeah.
It was kind of like a moving island.
And it followed you here.
No,
we gave it chase. We got way away from it.
It's definitely looking for us, but
we gave it the slip.
The fact that no one else is really thinking much of it would lead me to believe... Oh, wait, let's see what happens.
A handful of individuals
wearing
some fishing-based attire.
That know what they're...
Do you speak Elven? Anybody here speak Elven? Cool.
Caduceus, thank God, Caduceus speaks Elven.
did you still have tongues activated?
That's not activated.
Tight.
He has it prepared. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I speak Elvish.
Yeah, so you hear Viridian shout after them.
People are going to be like...
Fishers, go ahead and locate the beach where they arrived and keep an eye for anything untoward making its way.
Ah, all right.
Viridian turns the
I like that. They actually sent people to keep a lookout, just in case. I mean, maybe that will be a problem.
As the hunters are still returning before the sun vanishes on the horizon, there is not much in the way of decisions we can make without a full quorum. But There is to be a meal tonight. We can prepare a place. If you're to stay, we can give you...
These people seem very accommodating and very nice. Almost too nice and too accommodating. I wish it to be true, but I don't trust anybody. You know me since the beginning. I don't trust it. If you're nice, you have to... I mean, they're doing the right thing, I guess, if they're all being real. But I just don't trust when people are this nice, because people, most of the time, people are shitty. At least my dealings, most people are just like by nature, like not willing to be helpful. They're always like, they're thinking like me. They're thinking like something's wrong.
No, it's sometimes as dangerous, depending on where you go. The island itself is a strange...
By the way, why is Sam in that outfit? Why is Sam dressed like Kill Bill over there? Is that a Kill Bill outfit? Because it looks like it.
Like, what do you mean? Like, from where?
That's very broad.
And is that Nick Lachey on his flask? I can't see what it says or what it is, but it looks like Nick Lachey.
Just east of
I don't have the head shape for hats, but I've got the hairline for them. Elvish is a pretty common language. I wouldn't have expected her to try and say something secret out loud in Elvish. I get you. That's what I was kind of thinking too. Whoa, I cannot line up the timestamps tonight.
It is home to many strange slivers of
Because it's Sam.
that create this landmass.
Well, I mean, that is true. I mean, yeah, I'm not shocked that Sam's wearing that. I was just curious if there was a reason.
Shelter to other dangerous beasts that may be a surprise to find here on the ocean. A number of unnatural, dangerous denizens. We've lost many through the generations to some of these hazards.
Dangerous denizens.
So long as the scouting and hunting
It's like dangerous liaisons, but not.
I am able to defend this village. We endure under the light of our God.
You said through the generations. Do you mind if we ask how long you've been on this island?
I myself have only been for close to 3 decades personally.
3 decades? That's a bit.
10 to 11 generations, I believe, since the...
Oh my God.
And where were you before being on the island?
It's interesting. There is something about
Listen to the music. The music kicking in is great.
takes away. By finding your destiny here and being a part of the important presence of Okoro and keeping these people safe.
I almost believe everything these people are saying, because to be around that long and everything, like there's got to be some kind of proof of existence of something, or they're all just insane.
Many, if not most of us, don't quite recall where we were from. But in the long run, that's not as important anyway.
Do you remember, like, any locations at all in general, or do you just not remember where you're from? Like, does anything
Sam will
exist
wear
outside of the island
it
here?
in Campaign 3 as well. It is a Kill Bill outfit, right? Or is that like Bruce Lee? I mean, it might be the same thing. One was referencing the other, I'm sure. But I'm just like, is that what it is? Or is it supposed to be something else? Or it's just random? Because I don't remember him being a fan of either or speaking of it, but it could just be what it is.
And you gather rather rapidly that probably not.
Wow. Do you yourself remember why you came to this island?
Huh.
Do not.
These are some interesting people, that's for sure.
Have a hard time recalling. Some it's by shipwreck, some it's by curiosity, some it's by fate. Most is by fate. And she kind of looks and smiles, and everyone kind of agrees and nods. But for whatever reasons, we come here. Some go, but most stay.
So if you wanted to leave, you
I mean,
could leave.
sounds reasonable.
Who was the last person who left?
They keep saying too, like, you can leave whenever you want. We're just here. Like, they just seem so nice. But the fact that they're on this like secluded island and everything, I guess they could just be not exposed to bullshit and the outside world and lies and deceit. It's very possible if they've just been living this way. Nobody comments to the bit like Sam does. Sam commits to the death. Sam commits to the death. Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? I can't read the other words, so I'm going to wait, Clever, until I can read it in full.
We're certainly interested in you assembling your quorum. Not to be too forward, your deity, this Vokodo, are they a benevolent?
I think the cat is hitting the door. Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you... Oh, it's the song. Have you ever loved... How's that song? Oh, is that the Nick Lachey thing? Is that what that is? I was just going to say, why do I know that lyric? Can't wait for Critical Campaign 3 to be as long as Campaign 2. Didn't Sam also wear this for a live show back in Campaign 1? I feel like it is a Sam thing.
What does Vokodo look like?
Vokodo is the mountain and yet is a projection of its essence within the mountain. You see fire and flame, but there is water. There are caverns woven, plants, a place of life, brimming with creation within. And in the midst of that is where Vokodo is.
Do you think if your triumvirate would agree to our proposal, that you would also need permission from Vokodo itself?
That would be the only permission you require.
Ah, got it.
We have no issue, though I cannot confirm that unless we are, of course, the quorum required. We await Terra before...
It is being handled so well that I don't know what to think anymore. Because they have they're not acting like crazy people. They're acting like very educated. They have answers for everything. They're very like quick. You usually could tell when it's like a cult or people are being like brainwashed or led to believe something a certain way. These people are like, yeah, like what about like the way they're speaking and the flow of the conversation and everything. I like am so confused. It could just be Matt is amazing at what he does and they're good actors. But I don't know. It's like I believe and they asked before and it's like no, as far as you know, they're telling the truth. But maybe they're just so crazy they believe it, but I don't even know.
That have come to pry previously. Pirates, if you will.
Pirates, if you will.
To use the island to stash materials. Sometimes they met a terrible end by the dangerous denizens of the island that they themselves...
Oh wait, yes, I see. Ah, yes, the cube. I shouldn't read it in reverse. What is the Cube? Are we talking about the movie The Cube? Because if we're talking about the movie The Cube, I love it. Jay's never getting off this island. I am stuck forever. Clever. I like that it rhymes.
And based on your experience, you can see some of the tattoos that mark elements of the symbols or older symbols of Darktoe.
All right.
So,
oh, sorry.
some stay.
Marish is about to go.
Yeah, I was just curious because you mentioned this island kind of containing slivers of land and from all over. Could you elaborate on what you mean by that?
Please do. Please do.
Well, there are pockets of this island that provide different bounties. There is, for instance, the Winding Core, which is the most abundant.
The Winding Core. Do you believe in life after Gnome? After Gnome? After Gnome? Is that Cher's song?
From the land that we can refine and thus us bring to Vokodo as part of the worship and love that we offer. There are other places, such as the Shade.
Marisha is noting away. Oh, but Lauren, actually, everyone is kind of writing stuff now. Look at that. Everyone's writing. But Marisha was going before everyone even began. Maybe Laura was.
Where the mists grow cold. There is the ruin, far to the north.
I mean, we are getting some, you know, some serious details about the
Strange, not from
geography.
anywhere in Exandria that I've encountered or can recall.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, let's do that.
To the northeast, there are the Heaven Falls, which is still a mystery to our people.
The Heaven Falls?
Many strange locations, but there are many strange locations in Exandria, yes?
Agreed.
Yes.
It's the density here. as we
Scanlan
get to the core,
canonically
where everything begins to
is a cubic has a cubic 2x2 penis. Well,
How long do you?
I would want it no other way.
Places? Can you walk around the whole island in a day, or?
in a few days to reach the northern shore, based on being careful. It's about
Amelia, gotta go to dinner. Enjoy the rest. Amelia, is it Friday yet? I love it. We're gonna have a drink to that. Amelia, you have a good night. To Is It Friday yet?
maybe to the Heaven Falls.
Cheers.
It also depends on how many are going and under what means, because we want to remain safe and remain unseen.
We're almost at 26 minutes, but we're gonna roll with it until I see a good place I want to stop. So even though we're passing 26, we're gonna let's hit the radiators, but we're gonna watch. We're gonna hit the radiators, and then when I feel like it's a good spot, we'll stop. I'm gonna probably go another several minutes in, but let's hit the radiators one last time, everybody. Then we'll roll with it. When we stop, we'll say goodnight. We'll talk for 5 seconds or more, and then we'll do it as a Friday yet.
Many of us have different gifts. The children that grow up here sometimes discover ones of themselves. Others come here with gifts, often uncertain as to their origins.
The music is kicking hard. I guess because of the way it's set up, they can mess with the audio differently. The music is kicking up, and Ninja is here. I love it. Everyone's here. Clever, Rob Williamson, Ninja, Colvin. That was the greatest uniting of radiators I've seen to end an episode yet. So we're gonna do a shot. Everybody, also, if you drink, we're gonna do a shot. We're gonna kill the rest of this kombucha drink. The bottle is empty. That's it for the bottle. So all I got left is a half a glass, and we're gonna pour one more little shot because that was such a great uniting of radiators. So we'll do a little quarter shots like we're doing. I'm still gonna wait up after this. I'm gonna grab dinner and then do the Patreon hour and the YouTube video. So let's see what this man has to say, and then we'll probably call it a night.
I worry there might be details lost in translation, as I myself do not fully understand the nature of what it is you ask.
Look at Travis is.
It's pretty confusing. So
Travis, I almost feel like Travis has his own theory, because Travis seems like he's constantly like, something's going on, but I think something's going on.
And are they of the benevolent variety, or more wrathful as a deity?
Just like any creature, there is light and there is dark. Vokodo and Vokodo is the beating heart and heat of this island. Vokodo keeps things that threaten this way of life at bay. But Vokodo also, like all of us, requires sustenance, requires worship, requires something to maintain.
Vokodo, I want to know what Vokodo is. They act and talk like it is real. And I'm assuming it is something. Or they all just batshit crazy and buy into this so wildly. Look at Travis. Travis Travis, at every word spoken, like, is giggling and laughing. Like, he has
Feed Vokodo?
no trust in this.
A figure of speech. Vokodo does not eat, but amasses the bounty.
Benevolent for the last 30 years. Pretty good track record.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be fine because we'll bring some nice gifties.
Benevolent for the last 30
To
years.
the winding cove and get some gems.
We might have some on our person already.
The essence of preciousness.
The essence of preciousness.
Things
So it
that are
doesn't
precious.
like have to be locally sourced or anything. We can.
No.
The
You
essence
already
of
do
preciousness.
here
Yeah.
An incredible plethora of precious things. And you kind of look at yourselves and look around, and you begin to really notice, like, everybody around you is wearing tattered clothing, leathers, skins, hide.
So they've sacrificed everything.
And nothing else. No accessories.
Everything has been
bare bones,
sacrificed.
Basic attire. Even everything you see around, there's no decor that.
So they've given up all the luxuries and things of life.
All of you in the ways that you dress and the armor and equipment and magical enchantments that you carry very much stand out like a sore thumb by comparison.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic really quickly.
Detect magic.
Except for what's on you.
All right, we're going to stop there because that's a good place. We went a good 30 minutes in. I figure, oh, and Michael just got home, but I don't know how much deeper this is going to go. So I don't know what to think of what is, I mean, clearly these people are sacrificing everything to what they think is this crazy, powerful god, Vokodo. But what is it? Is it, here's what I'm thinking, and usually when I don't say it and I think it's crazy, it ends up happening. So this is what I'm going to say I think is happening. I feel like even though we selected this place, so to speak, that maybe as crazy as it might sound, that the Traveler already created this weird society of people to like worship this god that they think is a volcano. Like Travis is saying, it's been benevolent for 30 years. Like, I think everything's good. I feel like, almost as crazy as it sounds, that it's possible, if it's not the Traveler, then somebody else is doing some sort of man behind the curtain Wizard of Oz thing and looking like what is happening is real, but it's not. And then they're just giving everything because Matt just said they've got nothing. There's like nothing of value anywhere. They're wearing tattered clothes. That's all they have. All they have left are tattered clothes. So I'm like, something's got to be proving themselves to these people for them to continue to do this. This one guy said 10 or 11 generations of people have done this. That is a lot of that's like what? Say, I mean, in this world, a generation can live 50, let's give 50 years. I think that's really undershooting. But 50 years, if you had 11 generations, you're talking a half a century. And I'm thinking that's undershooting. So let's say almost a century's worth of generations of people have been doing this. That's insane. But I like where it's going and it's entertaining. And I'm going to do an hour of Patreon right after we sign off this video. And then 30 minutes of YouTube. You know what? I might even do less. Because I'm thinking hour and 20 minutes. I literally might do like a 10 or 15 minute YouTube video. And then that way make next week's live stream 2 hours. Because I don't like doing long YouTube videos anyway. Not that I mind sitting here, because either way I'm going to sit here one way or another. But I feel like anything, I've told you guys before, I feel like anything over like 15 or 20 minutes gets people exhausted watching something repetitive. If you're on Patreon, it's different because you want to see everything, and that is the point of it. But on YouTube, I feel like it's better to do short videos. So to give more to the live stream and give us a better chance at hitting 50 likes next week, I think we're going to do that. But I'm going to do a definite solid hour of Patreon. Maybe I'll even do an hour and 5 minutes, because I shaved 5 minutes off of last week for Patreon. So we'll do something like that. But either way, we're going to get a big live stream bigger than this week. And let me sign off by saying goodnight to everybody. First, is everyone still here? I got to get running back, so Ninja just went back. But Ninja, this shot is for Ninja and whoever else is new in the chat. I didn't see anybody else new. But Ninja constantly running in and out from Pizza Hell, Pizza Land, whatever we want to call it, depending on the mood. But Ninja, if you're listening to this, this is for you. We're taking a shot, and then we're going to sign off, everybody. All right, everybody. Michael is home. We saw it before we started. Demon Studios, what is up, Demon Studios? Long time no see. We're signing off, so hello and good night. Clever name I made previously. I really gotta pee. I gotta pee too, my friend. David, France, yes, night, Jay. David, good night. I don't think I saw Amy. If Amy's there, Amy, good night too. Michael and the dude, JB, my moderator, Shane Barron, Clever, like I said already. If I repeat you, you know the deal. Daniel O'Day, 44, Rob Williamson, Colvin, Star, a.k.a. Leading Blind, Amelia, already left, but we're shouting you out anyway. The Chimicky Perro. I'm going to say Shane Barron again. M. Gormley, I missed you earlier. Tealbird, also thank you for the art. Tealbird, everybody, is responsible for this beautiful art that we've been getting recently, sending me new ones every couple episodes. I don't have to ever wait. They're always there, and I thank for that. Did I miss anybody? I know I got Emily Mary. I might not have said hi to Emily Mary either. I think I went as far back as I could remember everybody. If I missed you, right in the bottom, I'll wait 5 more seconds just in case. I'm sure I missed 1 or 2 of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. And while we see one more time, is it Friday yet? And I'm going to kill the rest of this drink as soon as I sign off. But I think right now, it looks like we got everybody. So